public schools, what would it be? Let's start with Erica.
It's not so much a change, but it's a continuation of some of these really great things that we've got going on in terms of getting kids excited about STEM fields. So many of these new businesses that we have coming in are STEM related. And so just looking at some non-traditional fields, things that haven't existed before, jobs that don't even exist yet. And I think that's a big thing, is that there's jobs out there that don't exist yet that these kids are going to need to be able to fill. And so getting them, and they're going to be creating a lot of these jobs, actually, if we think about it in terms of entrepreneurship, as I do. There's some great maker spaces that were made available through a grant from Northrop Grumman in the south end of the county. I got a chance to go and tour those. Seeing these kids get so excited about creating things and looking at the science of stuff and just seeing how these different connections are made was great. And it's that opportunity to get excited. And then I got to tour a school up in Titusville, actually, where they had done a CSI project on a classroom grant through the Schools Foundation. And again, it's just getting kids excited about stuff. I remember when I was in elementary school, and just the things that made me want to do the things that I'm doing now are the experiential learning activities. And I think that the more that we can increase that, the more that we can make that commonplace within the classroom, the better we're going to be. This is a digital group of kids that are growing up now, and if we can give them the opportunity to get hands-on with things, it's going to make them more well-prepared in the workforce and the jobs that they're going to be taking later on. It's just going to make them more well-rounded individuals, and I think that we owe it to them to be able to do that kind of thing.
Rita?
I would like to see a little bit more focus being moved into the areas where kids can get the hand-on training for different fields they can go into. Not every child's made to go to college. I raised 6 kids and I realize this, but they're good with other aspects. And so if we could get them trained into something that interests them, so they can get right out there and get busy with their career. I mean, you still make a good living and without having to have a 4-year or 6-year degree. And actually, some of those degrees aren't even able to provide jobs. So I think just figuring out what the child's going to be good at and finding a way to train them in it. I do see us going more into a computer age, and so maybe some online courses or online studies. I think the school system's already utilizing that. But I have to tell you, I've raised all my kids in Brevard County schools. I grew up in them. My grandchildren are in them, and I think it's the best schools in the state. I think we have an excellent school system, and my family has gotten a great education here in Brevard.
Well, if I could change one thing, it would be to change a lot of different things. If I could have $20 million or something like that,
Money, yeah.
I would take
Yeah.
all of the cool vocational programs that are working that impress people and just double them, just replicate them
Yeah.
someplace. If they're building satellites at Merritt Island High School, why not also build satellites at Satellite High School? If you've got an AC repair program that's teaching kids at Space Coast High School, why not also do that at, O'Galley High School? You have a lot of great vocational programs in Brevard Public Schools, but they're scattered all over the place, and it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to get to those if you don't live in that region, at least. I know that Brevard Public Schools is looking at starting some new busing, some choice busing programs that would get kids, say if you live in Rockledge, and the maritime program that's right there that's awesome isn't quite for you, and you want to go do machining at Cocoa High School, you can hop on a bus and go to Cocoa High School, or vice versa. I think that would be the thing that I would change.